I'm here! Yeah, I'll be real, I woke up approximately 6 minutes ago. Today's been a very strange day for me in terms of consciousness and unconsciousness. Because last night I was so tired last night, dude. I fell asleep because I stopped streaming at like 8:30. Hello, Neko! Oh, it's been a second. How are you? I know, I scheduled the stream and then I'm late. I'm so fucking late. I stopped streaming at like 8:30 last night, and I don't know why, but I was so tired, and I laid down in my bed, and then I proceeded to sleep for like 14 hours. And then I got up, I ate some breakfast, drank a coffee, I laid back down, and I just woke back up. Like, and I'm trying to get Minecraft to launch right now, but it's taking forever. Probably should have waited to like actually start the stream until it was like launched and ready. But I wanted to start streaming, and also I'm so fucking late. I swear, usually I'm the kind of person who's like always 15 minutes early. And then today I'm like, I'm happy for you to stay for even just an hour, even just a few minutes. And it is going good. I've spent the whole day sleeping. Alright, let's show up on the stream. Okay, alright. I think the reason why my sleeping is so odd right now is because I laid down and I immediately knocked out last night after streaming, so I didn't take my medications. I didn't take my meds. And it's definitely it's causing things in my brain a little bit, but it's one of those where if I miss it, I don't want to take it halfway through the day, because then when I take it on its right like timing, then I'm essentially doubling up, and it's not a vacation you want to do with that. So I'm just gonna have to skip today. But now I'm a little brain foggy. I'm real sleepy. But I'm gonna lock in. We have a location for our house. We have a location. We've got an outline. Um, and once we get in, we're gonna see if it's gonna. It's not Slay the Spire. Listen, we have been locked in on Minecraft recently, and we went up a single level. We're finally a level 2 in Magic. Hold on. Let's start doing things before it loads in. That certainly won't make it crash. Look, I'm a fledgling in Magic, alright? I've got a whole, I got a whole 180 mana instead of just 100. Hi, Can! Yeah, yeah, I'll be so, both your guys' names are red in my chat. I didn't realize that was you, Can. Hello, Can. Welcome in. Nice to see you. We're playing Minecraft again. So yeah, here's the house outline. I'm feeling good. This is gonna be our turret. We're gonna have a real tall turret here, and we have one of those like sitting window areas. I might want to make this a little bit bigger, because I kind of should I just like bring it out to there so then it's more obvious that it's a curve. Hold on, let's see how that looks. Ugh. Okay. All right. I'm still so tired, guys, and I'm gonna be doing my best to stay locked in and awake here. How's that? In that case, then he would need to come out here, yes? This woodcutting mod's is starting to get on my nerves a little bit. Thank you, thank you. It was just a square, and then I've torn it down and restarted. I think this is like the third attempt now. And hopefully this is the design that sticks, because I'm getting real tired of tearing everything down. Okay, let's see. gosh. Okay. Alright. How's this? How's this? Because then we got kind of like the double turret going on, you know? Y'all see it? Yeah, it is pretty late for you. It's 3:15 here now for me. I'm actually, for fucking once in my life, I have 2 days off in a row. I didn't realize. So yeah, I've got 2 whole days to my name right now. So chances are, if I have the chance, I'll be streaming tomorrow. I do have a lot of things I must be doing in terms of responsibility that I haven't been. Namely, I'm gonna be I brought my axe. I've brought this up a number of times, but I will be moving. I know, 2 whole days. Although I've had several of my coworkers texting me today. Not my coworkers, my other manager texting me today, cause we have this one coworker who he's just fucking sucks at his job, dude. He is entitled and he is lazy, and it makes that's just not good traits to have when you're working in a kitchen. It makes all of your other coworkers' lives infinitely harder. And he is that. He's very much that, and I we closed at like 4, and I left at like 5. Not 4. We closed at 4, and I left at like 2. So he had to essentially close the store by himself, and I was already worried about it. Like I like 500,000 times before he left, I was like, "Do you need anything else you need me to do?" Like I had gotten as much shit as I could get done. Yeah, the other manager texted me this morning and was like, "This is the worst fucking clothes I've ever seen." And it's shit like the floors weren't done. He didn't even finish the fucking dishes. Like we work in a kitchen. At the bare minimum, finish your goddamn dishes. Oh my god. So, yeah. But, you know, that's not my problem to deal with today. Hold on. Hold on. I need to mute my mic for a second. I need to blow my nose. And I might slurp into my mic, but I'm not gonna blow my nose into my mic. My mic is unmuted and I'm returned. My nose is freshly blown. No, seriously, because it's like, it's one, like, I get not liking your job. Like, sometimes your job just fucking sucks. So I understand not wanting to half-assing it, hating your job, whatever. But it comes to a point where it's like when you're doing that shit at your job, that's you being like, I don't care if my coworkers have to pick up my slack. Because at that point, it's not like, oh, I don't want to do my job. It's I'm fine with making my coworker's job harder. And I'm not chill with that. Like I don't how do you not feel shame leaving all that for your other coworkers? But whatever. No, I need to not care that much. Something like that. I blew sorry if this is gross. I blew my nose and I couldn't even get anything out. My nose just feels clogged, which is starting to make me think I'm gonna get sick soon, which is not what I'm wanting. I know, the auto mod tried to stop it, I had to approve it. And I even turned down my auto mod settings too, because yesterday he was acting a freak about it too. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to go collect more dark oak, aren't I? Yeah, I think how about we make a separate chest just for our building supplies right now? I think it would help us. Alright. Wood. I swear usually my chests are more organized. I've just got so much stuff and no home yet. This entire world right now, I've been real frazzled. I feel like usually it's I even like I completely turned off the profanity filter too. Right, but you can tell when a coworker is like genuinely and legitimately trying. You know, like what pisses me off is when a coworker is lazy and you can fucking tell. Because like there's a difference between like you're doing your bestest and like sometimes it just like because for some people like kitchen work it's just not going to click fully in their brain. You know, it's not and there's some jobs that are like serving work, it's not going to click fully in everyone's brains. But you can tell when somebody is trying to get it to click or like doing their best versus like just choosing to do a shit fucking job because they know when someone's going to follow behind them and pick it up like their mommy. And that coworker already hates me. He's worked here for a while and it was the first shift I had been managing him since he had started working. He'd been working here for like a month, and it was the first day that I was managing him. And I knew he'd been here for about a month, so I wasn't like particularly. It wasn't even that I was rude. I told him what to do without being super nice and gentle about it, alright? Like I said, put your gloves on because he needed to wear his gloves. He kept asking me what was on the fucking burgers, and I said, read the tickets because he needed to read the goddamn tickets. Like I can't literally be holding his hand in this kitchen telling him exactly what to do left and right. And he has the audacity to pull me aside later and tell me I am being too snippy and I need to be more gentle with him. Girl, you've worked here for a fucking month. I shouldn't have to be telling you what to do at this point. So already, we got off in bad terms. I knew his clothes yesterday was gonna be dog shit, and then guess what? It was the worst fucking clothes this store has ever fucking seen. Right? And here's the thing. I like to think that I don't have unrealistic expectations when it comes to like work or anything. Like it's literally just like do your job and don't make your coworker's job harder. Like that's it. But people are legitimately lazy sometimes. And there's just nothing you can do about that. You just kind of have to suffer and live with it and then follow behind them. I've messed something up here. Hold on. Okay, I was wondering why that was looking odd. It was because I messed up my little semicircle there with all my adjustments. How is this? Is that aligned there? It's not aligned. I want it to be aligned. Then this will have to stick out weird. That's the worst. At my last job we had a coworker who was just a fucking creep, dude, but he's one of the few people who's good at his job, so he got away with being a fucking weirdo. Okay. And I think I'm gonna do the walls in spruce. I've got so much. And then I do think I like this with the okay, so I'm gonna have double doors here. Should I like frame it up all the way? Like should I have a little door frame out of pure wood? Yeah, I like that. I can get behind that. Oh, wow, that's crazy. No, when I worked at Starbucks, we had we had a guy who he literally the moment she turned 18, he was dating her. He was dating her. And the thing about it is that we all knew that he had like a long-term girlfriend at the other store that like he had two jobs, and at his other job, like his long-term girlfriend worked there with him. And we all kind of assumed that she knew, right? Because like we all knew. And then one day while we were talking to her, we were like, "Oh my fucking God, she doesn't know." And so we had to like literally like figure out a way to sit her down and be like, not only is this man a weirdo pedophile, he's cheating on you. You are his side bitch. I'm sorry, girl. So I hope he's suffering, and I hope he's doing really, really bad. Yeah, and it's like, because there was a period where we were like, okay, well, it's definitely fucking weird of him, but at the end of the day, like, she's an adult and we can't stop them. But then we figured out that she fully just doesn't even know that she's the side bitch and that he's a creep. So we're like, okay, we got to tell her. We can't keep letting this slide. He would also every single day without fail at like 2 o'clock every single day, he would go into the bathroom for like 45 minutes with his phone. Every single day, like clockwork. And my personal theory is he was jacking it in there. That he was a porn addict and got and needed to go jack it in there every day. That's my personal theory. It's lightninging in the video game. If my house strikes on lightning, I'll be devastated. It's just like what I sleep to every night. A lot of times at night, I'll put on those Minecraft long plays where they got the rain and music in the background, and I'll sleep to that. Maybe that's why I always get so sleepy whenever I'm playing Minecraft. Yeah. Why does every workplace gotta have those? Like, why is that? Why is it so tolerated? I think the issue is we're too gentle when it comes to creeps. I'll say it. We're entirely too gentle with them. I feel like I kind of want to make the turret out a different kind of wood to like make it really stand out, you know? I think I'm gonna build up the rest of the house and then I'm gonna worry about the turret. Yeah, the layout's already layouting. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. No, but we do not give enough punishment to like literal fucking creeps, dude. Okay. Like a couple of months ago, I was in a gas station. And some man, he literally comes up behind me. I'm just standing there looking at something in the aisle. He comes up behind me and grabs both my arms, like down at my sides, like at my elbows, like grabs me and holds me there for an uncomfortably long time. And then he just like shoves me aside. And he's like, I'm trying to get through. Or he just like shoved, and he's like, excuse me, or something like that. And he just fully had no business to tower over me like that, to grab me like that, to hold me there, essentially pin my arms. Yeah, I filed a police report. He's got a record now. Because men need to know you can't just like grab women like that. Like even if it was like something as minor as he came up behind me and he grabbed me and physically intimidated me with his size. Like you can't be you can't fucking do that. And so even when it's shit as simple as that, file the goddamn police report. Get that shit on their record. Make them realize they can't be pulling bullshit like that. I feel like this little entry area might be a little too long. It might be a little too long. I kind of want to I can just shorten it from here. Well, no, actually, it seems good to me. I'm actually gonna leave it like that. Ignore me, guys. Ignore me. Okay. I don't know. What if I made the turret out of like dark oak? Would that look neato? I don't know. The turret is not my priority right now. Turret's not my priority. Priority is everything else. And figure out where we're gonna have our staircase. I think along this back wall is gonna be. Right there, it's truly like it's one of those cases where like I the entitlement of so many people is something I genuinely cannot comprehend, and I'm not sure if I ever will. Because genuinely, what has to be going through your brain to pull some of this bullshit? Like, actually. Yeah, some people need a real reality check. There's a lot of people in this world who need to have the shit beaten out of them. They need to get their ass jumped, and then they'll finally figure out, oh wait, maybe I'm not the biggest fish in the ocean, because you're not. You never are. Yeah, for real. American workplaces are not great about handling harassment. And especially I work in a kitchen. I'm kind of choosing to subject myself to some real vile behavior by men for the rest of my life. But, you know, I will say the first kitchen I ever worked with, it was majority women. It was almost all women in that kitchen, and the managers were women, and they told me once that they explicitly try and hire women for the kitchen when they can because they just feel like they're better in the kitchen. Um, that is easily the nicest kitchen I've ever been in because there was nobody catcalling me in the fucking kitchen. There was nobody who was telling me I need to be more gentle and less snippy. Can you imagine saying that to your male manager? Be more gentle and less snippy when you tell me things. No, girl. Fucking no. I will not be. Whew. Work is. Every time I talk about work, I get angry. I'm sorry, you guys just have to listen to me rant about my job, which I'm sure is not exciting for any of you. Right, some people really be acting a freak, and to no consequence. I'm like, we need to be giving these freaks more fucking consequences. The mod where when you place when you're using a stack and it runs out. Oh my god. Sorry, I was yawning again. It's I haven't used it in forever, but it's in this pack and it's very convenient right now. Do I want to make my second I want to make my second floor. I kind of want to make a dark oak. What was that? Is that you? Did you do something? I want a familiar. Welcome in. Welcome in. I'm glad you're here. I started late today, Macy. Mackie, Macy. Is it Mackie or Macy? I'm gonna say it's Macy until told otherwise. Mackie? Okay, Mackie. Should I do the dark oak? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. I haven't had macaroni in forever. But I haven't been keeping milk in my house, so I haven't really been able to just like make mac and cheese as I desire. Yeah, I think I am gonna. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. Holy shit. What's the lore behind the name? You can't just tell us that and then not provide us with the lore, I fear. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I'm really trying to avoid cutting down as many trees as I can, but they're just proving to be more and more in my way. Like, what is making such a loud clinking sound? Like, is it the wood? Does the wood sound that loud when it drops? I don't know what it is. I mean, part of life is just having a cringy as fuck gamer tag for a while. Oh, big brain. And it's a solid, it's a solid name. I'm thirsty. You're gonna make me want mac and cheese now. Oh. So you were just like, I'm gonna name myself macaroni, and then I'm gonna have macaroni for dinner. And then you failed to follow through on that second portion. I don't want a double wide door. I want it to be single wide door. Oh. What what's stampot? Stampot or stam? I don't know. I fear I don't know what stampot is. Or what's different between like I listen, in the worst way possible, the only Dutch oven I know is when you fart under the blanket. I'm sorry. That's the only one I know. Mash pot. That I feel that gives me very little more neat, very good lore. My very good lore. My lore is that my name is Alfie, and then it's a pun on the coffee drink Alfiegato. I'm sure your brain is in pieces now. Yeah, I'm sure. I feel like having any kind of cool lore with your gamer tag is fun. It's like one of those little conversation pieces to have, you know? Potato, okay, okay. Like mashed potato. These freaking familiars that are just hanging around me keep stressing me out. I think it's something that's gonna attack me and then it's not. I've got a bunch of wood that's like underneath these parts that don't need to have wood under them and it's wasting. Not that I don't have millions of this red lark wood. Red lark? Oh my god. Western lark. Poi Potato and kale. Interesting. A r a wo a rookwurst? a a a a wookwurst? I think you've put this word in here as a personal slight against me specifically, but what's a wookwurst? Ah, I see. It does sound good. I'll try anything with potatoes in it. I love anything with potato in it. Now, I feel like I've made this part. I have made this part too narrow. So we're gonna make this one more further, more wall rip down. Yeah, what would you like me to search up for? Let's put my back to something so I don't get jumped from behind. Oh, that would benefit me. I know I could build scaffolding, but I don't want to go out on the hunt for bamboo. And I know if I go out for the hunt on bamboo, I'm gonna get. Oh, hell yeah, they have the benches. I do love having the benches. I've played with the benches before. It's good to know they have that. And then chisel is, yeah, chisel's the one where you can do all those like little individual little blocks, and I'm scared of that mod. I don't have quite the creativity for that one. And quark. And but we do have quark. Huge. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So these are good. I should make those benches though, so I can add my decor. Because usually when I have that mod, like I can make this like a real overgrown cottage look with it. The trowel? The trowel. What do we do? Oh, that's huge. Yeah, that's awesome. I see. I see. That is sick. Do I have enough shades of wood, do you think? Or do you think it'll make it look odd with the spruce wallings? We'll have to see. I'll have to see. I'll grab some. Yeah, I do. I like chipped a lot. I'll definitely be using some chipped. Get out of my way, you stupid fly. Can I make a fly? Well, not that I would need to, but are fly swatters an actual? No. What is these though? Fly swim scroll. Oh, ho, ho. I love that spell in D&D. I think it's so funny. Chisel, because I've seen it, and I follow some like builders on YouTube who do like some truly insane builds with chipped. But like the pixel art, like I can't make pixel art. It's a pun on Alfiegato, the coffee drink. So I'm Alfiegato. So it's actually not gato does mean cat in Spanish, but it's the full name's Alfiegato. It's a pun on affogato. I've actually the drink I've got in my hand, my model has. It's an affogato. It's a scoop of ice cream with a shot of espresso on top. But I am a bunny because I like bunnies and I think bunnies are cute. My gamer tag, like in my regular non VTuber life, is also a pun that people often don't catch, because I I I don't make that good of puns, but I think they're funny and I'm the only one who needs to laugh at them. So yeah, they are long bunny ears, and there's you can kind of see I this is the only like official model art I have, and if I'm ever able to, like in the future, I'm able to get like a proper live 2D model, which I would love. I think that would be I would love to have an L2D model. Um, but for now, I've just got my PNG model, and the little symbols that you can see on the edges of her ears are actually they're like latte art designs. But you can't really see them because she's only facing one direction here. So I fear, did I draw you in believing I was a cat girl VTuber, and I've betrayed you now. I've misled you and betrayed you is what I'm hearing. Okay, how's that? Yeah, it's better. Okay, I like that more. And then these, see, well, okay, these chests aren't full yet, so I can at least move these ones. I'm getting annoyed at the way my storage is. I'm gonna need to move it so I can get like a proper far back look. God, my inventory's such a mess. I'm overwhelmed. Oh yeah, I got one of this fern leaf. I don't know what it's for though. What can I use for it? Interesting. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I am a bunny, but it's just coffee themed because I'm a little too I love coffee, dude. I've yet to go a single stream without talking about coffee, which is in fact why I themed myself around coffee. In fact, I have a coffee with me right now. Although it wasn't iced coffee, but now it's kind of watery and warm because I fell asleep, but I'm still gonna drink it. No, I didn't mute and I just slurped. Fuck. I'm gonna like have like a sniper trained on me through my window, and every single time I slurp without muting my mic, I'm gonna get shot dead. Oh wait, oh, my hair, my hair. I have really long hair, guys, and it gets in my way, especially when I'm wearing a headset. But if I have it up in like a bun, then I can't lean back in my chair because the bun gets in the way. So it's truly quite the dilemma I'm facing. A problem no one else has ever experienced, surely. And hopefully now. No, that's not what I wanted at all. Other way. That. Yeah! Okay, okay. Okay. I have one of those classic like gamer like racing chair style chairs. So it goes way up higher than my head. So if I like throw my hair over top of it, then it like flops back over the front of my hair. And then it does have those little holes, and sometimes I'll stick my hair through the holes, but then it gets caught in the hardware. And it's really annoying. When I say long hair, I mean my hair is like 5 feet long. My hair is insanely fucking long, and it's annoying and it's heavy, but it's one of those where I've had. That's smart. That is smart. Let me, let me, let me. Actually, okay. Okay. I need to not get distracted adding those itty bitty details, but I should. That would be swag. Hold on. Let me make the. Yeah, my hair's it's annoyingly long. Um, okay, okay. Then wooden axe. I think I have everything in my yep, gimme. Oh, that's a good haircut. With my hair texture, I can't do anything that has like layers just because like my hair is so, it's so flat and straight. And it's like I have it's a lot of hair and it's really fucking thick, but it is flat and it is straight. So I can't do anything with layers because then it just looks like my hair is cut unevenly, devastatingly. But I would love to get like a wolf cut. I think those look so fucking swag. I don't remember why I made that. Oh, now I remember. Now I remember. I was gonna make some fancy trapdoors. I really want to get a hime cut, which is where you've got those straight across bangs, and then you have that one really blunt layer that like frames your face, and then the rest of it is still long. I'd like to do that. I don't feel like that's what you meant. Did you mean it? Like, I fear I don't know how you meant with the. Yeah. Right now my Pinterest is just Pinterest is filled with so much goddamn AI art. The bottom of the logs? Like these? What the hell was that? We're going to sleep because things like to jump me even though my area is nice and lit up. Like that? I feel like I'm being foolish right now. Oh, I see, to make it look like it's like a base like that. So then like that. Yeah, okay, okay, I see the vision. I'm seeing it, I'm seeing it. Alright, okay. Okay, now let's see. Because pretty much the whole entire reason I've changed the shape and look of my house is because the ceiling was looking too strange. I didn't like the way the roof was looking. So now before I forget to put that back on. I really wish I had scaffolding. But I know if I go out looking for bamboo, that's gonna add like 10 hours onto this activity. Um, and then my house is not gonna get finished still. Bump. At least I've been safe enough around here. Yeah. Yeah, that's a premium wolf cut style. I do have dirt and I don't know why I'm not using it. That's actually a lot smarter than just repeatedly breaking my ankles. Okay. What music? I'm not recognizing this right now. Oh, this is just one of the Toby Fox songs. I didn't even realize. I guess I could have been able to tell. Toby Fox has a very distinct style of his music. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna have to cut down another tree to get like a good and proper look at how the house looks. Dang, I'm out of. How is it looking? Oh yeah, that looks way better already. Yeah. Okay. Is that the last of my dark oak? Am I gonna have to... Oh yeah, I am gonna have to go and collect more dark oak soon. I wish there was like a wood cutting tool, like there was the stone cutting tool to make like individual stairs and everything. Ouchie. My bones. I try not to yawn in your guys' ears, but clearly I'm not doing all too hot with that. Oh, how's that going? I was only able to, only ever did one genocide route in Undertale, and it was hard as hell. I mean, I don't even know how. Probably at the time, because I was pretty young when it initially came out, but at the time it was probably the longest I'd ever spent, like, grinding one game trying to beat it. And it was never the hardest part for me. It was never like the Sans fight. It was the Undyne fight. That Undyne fight like fucking took everything out of me. I could not beat it. I'm gonna use so many. You're gonna give up, you're gonna abandon it, and you're just gonna leave half of all the monsters forever doomed by your actions. The intersection of roofs always is like one of the hardest parts to build correctly, I feel like. I still haven't played Deltarune. I should. I think either just did or is just about to come out with the next chapter. I should play it. I played the demo, like the first chapter or two when it had initially come out. I played it on my Switch, actually. One of the few times I actually utilized my Switch. Am I? Okay. I keep just slowly. I've played some of the Pokemon games. I've played one of the classics. I want to say it was Pokemon Red that I played. I had who was my starter? I think it was one of the one. I think I had Bulbasaur as a starter in like the classic Pokemon game I played. No. Which one was it? No, I think it was Bulbasaur. Because that's the only like classic Pokemon game I've played that I played on my DS. And then when I got my Switch, I've played the Let's Go Eevee, Arceus, and A to Z. And those were really fun. I really enjoyed. Arceus was so much fun. I really enjoyed that one. Although I found with like the new like open world Pokemon games is that there's like no real end game. Like I love there's no like end game quest to do. You don't get anything like really big for like completing your Pokédex, which is lame. It makes me not want to keep playing after I beat the main story. Okay. Okay. We are gonna go on some more wood retrieval. Feel like I'm gonna be running low on spruce too soon anyway, yeah. And I'd gone... Yeah, this direction for the spruce. East. Oh my god, we got the Asgore theme playing. Bye-bye, Neko. I hope you sleep well. Thank you for stopping in and joining us, even for a brief time. These skeletons drop very strange things sometimes. What the hell was that? What in the fuck is that? Does he have a fucking bazooka? Holy shit. Okay, so I don't want to fight one of the familiars. That was crazy. Oh my god. What is all this? That was nutty. But I hope your unconsciousness goes well. I don't have my shears on me, do I? Nope. Okay. My game has been lagging a lot recently. Ooh, stop doing that. Stop lagging. I don't like it. I don't like it. My game, knock on wood. I'm gonna knock on wood right now before I say shit. But knock on wood, my game hasn't crashed since the very first stream we did, which I keep going the wrong way. Which does make me feel a bit better. I feel like it's just kind of like a matter of time before it does, in fact. Oh, what's this? What's this? Can I enter here without facing death and destruction? The apothecary's abode? This shit's cool. A vivid yet twisted magical building among the seeds? You? No, you're not. None of you are ready to be harvested. You're on Malite crystal from Quark. Is this a... There's pillagers in there. I ain't getting anywhere closer. I'm actually so done with that place. We've been doing pretty good about not dying. All right. We've already reached our first level. Smart. Oh, I literally already have a waypoint here. That one's only a temple. Creative form. Apothecary. I hope I spelled that right. If I didn't, did I spell that right? I did. Ha. I'm just so smart, you know. I always got 100s on my spelling tests, guys. There's actually already been a clip of me created that, I misspelled prison. I spelled it Parisian. I am terrible at spelling. That is one of my fundamental failings. But hey, if you can figure out what I'm saying, then that's all that matters to me. 25 chops for this tree. It's a lot of... Oh my god, I keep yawning. What is it that makes such a loud noise when it clanks down? Because there's some... My axe. What time is it? I should be able to stream until like 5:30ish, which gives us a solid like 2.5, 3 hour-ish stream. I can't believe I cannot believe I slept so late, and because now my other responsibilities must interrupt my Minecraft and streaming time, which is mad fucked up, I must say. I miss the days when I didn't have responsibilities. That time in my life in which literally all I had to do was go to high school and then come back home and play Overwatch for 15 hours straight. You take that shit for granted, you really do. I know, I woke up literally 5 minutes before I put on stream. I woke up, realized I was late for stream, and I was like, oh, fuck, and I got up. Because after stream last night when I got off, I immediately went to sleep, and then slept until now, basically. So, enough spruce, couple stack. I'll get a little bit more spruce. You know, I shouldn't be so tired for having just slept basically a fucking lifetime, and I can't stop yawning. And I've got, like, my lips are really chapped right now, right? As one's lips are. And, I split my lip, but I split it, like, right on the corner of my mouth. And so now, literally, every single time I open my mouth or yawn, it splits back open. Oh my god. It's been, like, a week now, and it will not heal because keep yawning. I'm seeing smoke from over here, and I want to know what this is, and if it's something I can face without, I can interact with that without death. Wow, oh, it's a little village! Wow. And is this like a fully... I mean, this is a fully prepped up enchanting station. Oh, is this like a whole create mod themed area? My charisma is just too high. I keep forgetting that I can't be just straight robbing everyone of everything. Ooh, a dragon! This is neat. This is cool. But if they're gonna be mad at me for stealing all their things, I'm gonna be sad. Okay, so I couldn't even see the berries on those ones. That was... What does that say? What? It says nothing, anyway. Okay. Yo, they, they really made you fucking shredded in this mod pack, huh? I'd trust you to protect me. This is such a nice little village. Cup of beer? Oh, can I brew beer here? No bounties for me? Barrel golem? What? What could I need a barrel golem for? I want a barrel golem. What do they use them for? And also, what is this tripwire? I don't understand why it's there like that. Ooh. Verglass. I'll take any fancy ores I can get. Oh my... The Baldur's Gate sound whenever I level up. That's so funny to me, because, like, the mod pack in the description, it does say that, like, it's heavily inspired by Baldur's Gate 3, and listen, I love Baldur's Gate 3. Among my favorite games of all time. I'm gonna have to go here. I can just loop around, I guess. And, like, Baldur's Gate, I mean, one of my favorite games of all time. I freaking love Baldur's Gate, but it is kind of funny how much, like, the sound effects and stuff is just straight up ripped from Baldur's Gate. Which, I mean, yeah, royalty free, technically. That's the hack. Use music of other games instead of, you know, actual copyrighted music. Why does that sound like... I'm hearing a zomble. Zooble. Man, the My Digital Circus ending pissed me off beyond compare. Because I didn't even like My Digital Circus, right? Like, my friends wanted to go see the movie, so we all binged it. I binged it with them so I could be caught up before we saw the movie. And I already didn't like the show. It already wasn't... It wasn't a good show. And then the movie came, and it retroactively ruined whatever few good parts it had about it. Like, it was legitimately impressive. It's been really hard for a show to do that. I won't spoil anything then. Just the fact that I fucking hated it. Right, I guess that's a better way to put it. It was entertaining. But not bad, because it's like, I liked Hell of a Boss at first, and then it devolved into nothingness. And Hell of a Boss, it's now a bad show. But it was fun. Yeah. Definitely could have been improved in some places. It's one of those where you can kind of tell that, like, Works wrote that script, and then there's nobody reviewing it for them, you know? because it's their show. They wrote it, they directed it, they write the script, and then but that's the script, and you can tell. But yeah, I didn't enjoy it. Hell of a Boss I liked until it devolved into nothingness, and then Has Been Hotel, I couldn't make it through that first episode. I couldn't do it. I would say in order from, and not that any of these shows are like in any way, shape, or form like peak content or anything, but I would say that it's Hell of a Boss, then Amazing Digital Circus, and then Has Been Hotel. If I had to rank them. It's so bad, and it's one of those where it really did have potential. Like, the thought of it is really, really cool. Has Been Hotel, or not Has Been Hotel, Hell of a Boss, like, it was really, really cool. Those first couple of episodes are actually pretty good. Like, yeah, sure, they've got their bit of cringe here and there, but, like, as a whole, they were good. And then it turned into Vivzy Pop's abusive twink fest, and I don't get it. Like, they just weren't the most interesting parts of the show, and now that's all it is. It was really cool animation. I love seeing any kind of like hand-drawn animation or like passion project animation, because then like you can feel that passion through the screen. Like with Amazing Digital Circus, like you can feel how much every single one of those animators loved working on it, and like how cool they and how excited they were to like try out like new ideas and stuff. But then they tragically had to make do with the worst fucking writing you've ever been given. I'm going really hard on Amazing Digital Circus right now, and I don't need to be going back that hard. And also, Robin is so loud. Robin, why are you so loud? It's like I'm fighting her brother all over again right now. Are any of y'all gacha gamers? Any of y'all play Honkai? So I love playing Honkai Star Rail. I never played Genshin. Loved Honkai Star Rail. And you tried. See, that's always a good sign when somebody tried, but then they couldn't, the beast of money couldn't get their claws into you. Oh, that's huge. So do you have like Zila or anything? Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, that's fair. I love Honkai. I think it's super, super fun, but I'm broke right now, so I had to stop playing for a bit so that I stopped spending money on it. Damn! Well, that's still, you made it to Bellabog, which is still pretty decent. I do really like the story of it, and I'm a big turn-based combat player. So I think that's why I always liked it more than Genshin or Zenless Zone. Zenless Zone was too Gooner. It was too Gooner. And I understand that gacha games, like, they're gonna be Gooner. That's, like, kind of just, like, the part of Gooner games. They're Gooner. Now my music's too low. But I mean, yeah. I mean, Zenless Zone Zero was a different level, dude. Like, I couldn't do it. And it takes a lot for me to put a game down because it's too Gooner. And it was too Gooner. It was too bad. And I think it's because, like, definitely Honkai does have an issue of, it's on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix now, isn't it? But yeah, Netflix is dummy expensive. I'm sure you could find Amazing Digital Circus. I know, and that's what I fucking hate about it. Like, I get it. All of the biggest whales on the planet are Gooners, are the ultimate Gooners on the planet. But, like, damn, I wanna play the gacha game too. Yeah. You know, the reason why Gooseworks didn't want anybody watching the finale when it leaked is because nobody would pay to go see it in theaters. That's the last thing I'm gonna say about how much I fucking hated the movie. Oh, what's wrong? It's not on my end, is it? Because it is showing my bitrate as being low. I am a little unstable. I'm sorry. I wish I need to I need to try out like a proper Ethernet cord here because That's so odd. Twitch has been so glitchy. Cause yeah, I'm in an apartment, so my Wi-Fi isn't the best, but the Ethernet also doesn't work. One of the Ethernet, because there's two Ethernet connections in my apartment, and one of them just doesn't work. So, and the other one is like across the apartment, so I might need to try just like getting a really, really long cord. These are incredibly sad anime monuments. Can you hear me at least? Are you able to hear the gentle serenade of my voice? Because then I can describe to you exactly everything that's happening. I'm jumping on a block. I'm jumping on another block. The block, it's grass. We're jumping up grass blocks. I'm jumping up grass blocks so okay. See, I'm gonna keep narrating every single thing for you, okay? I'm sprinting. I'm jumping. Jump. 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 Okay, I'm gonna kill my own voice doing that. These squares are so the squares. These cherry blossoms are so aligned on the mini map. Pretty, pretty. It's so bright here. What's that? What's that over there? I'm for real going around like the longest way possible to be getting to this dark oak right now. What is this? This is neat. Definitely a boss. I don't know what I need to do to start getting stronger other than ooh, I'm so close to level 15. I'll be able to get another level soon. That's really weird. Because I know Twitch doesn't tell me, but I'll be real, it's because I have every single notification on my phone turned off. Everyone in my life knows that if you need to reach me, you need to call me by phone, because my notifications are muted. And I'm probably not going to respond to a text regardless. But that's, yeah, Twitch has been having, like, constant issues recently. And especially considering, well, I was about to say considering it's owned by Amazon, you think they give more of a shit, but actually they don't. Amazon's practically a monopoly at this point. Trying to kill, like, actual straight-up US postal system. I don't remember if either of y'all are US-based, but Amazon is straight up trying to kill our actual postal system, which is insane. And we're just kind of, like, letting it happen, and I don't know why. Like, it's gonna be one of those where in like 15 years we're gonna be like, why don't we have, you know, government funded centralized bank or mailing services? And it's like we did. Yeah, lucky you. What's GD? Oh, Geometry Dash, yeah. I see, makes sense. Ah, welcome back and hello again, Cantown. I don't know if you've just been lurking and it was the yeah. Yeah, basically. But yeah, okay, good. You just had to come in. The eagle started screeching in your ears when I mentioned America. I wonder if in like 200 years historians are gonna pull these streams talking about America, you know? The kinds of like I wonder like what Twitter posts are gonna get pulled as like historical features to get put into the history books for our great grandkids. Like how are people gonna talk about this period of America in history books? No, I can say they're gonna talk about it badly. It's gonna be talked about in horror. And it's gonna be one of those where people look back at history and they're like, holy fuck, like how did people actually do that? Oh no, goodbye, farewell, Pixel, I'll miss you. I'm glad you were able to stop in even for the time you were. I appreciate it. Hope you have a good one. But yeah, it's gonna, we're gonna, America's the villain. We're straight up in history books 100 years from now, the villains. Bye, Mackie! Farewell, I'll miss you as well. I'm glad you were also able to stop in for a bit. Oh, okay. Hi. Ah, how's that going? How's that going? I am heading towards the spruce, right? I am still in the correct direction. Yes, okay. Just keep going straight and I'll finally hit it. Not the spruce, the dark oak. I've gone the longest way possible. Have you considered looking the locations in which phosphorus is? That's usually my best bet on finding it. Tends to work out the best for me. Not that I've played Monofactory. Haha, finally. I've reached it. Gimme, 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 gimme. I see, I see. Ah. So it's just, it's a constant grind right now. I've got a love-hate relationship with grinding in video games, because I'm somebody who loves, like, the mindless grind, but also there does come a point. I thought that was an enemy approaching me, and it was literally just the rain. Oh my god. I keep filling up my inventory, and I don't feel like I'm really collecting that many things. I'm almost out of water. I need to go get more water. If I had, oh my god! Oh, so yeah, it seems. Well, hey, you aren't gonna be wanting for appetite anytime soon. Oh, that's actually nutty. This is Minecraft. Let me just instantly create whatever I want to create. Is it not nighttime? Is it just raining, so it's making it feel as though it's night? I think it is. Yeah, the more and more you talk about Greg Tech, the more I can't even imagine trying it. Perhaps one day. I've been building up a small list of games that will make me want to rip out my eyes to play on stream. They really are just like sneaking up, and I get it, it's in the name, they're creepers, but come on, give me a little bit more warning than that, please. Is it nighttime then? No, it's really dark here in these trees. Yeah, no. I feel like games like that are so hard are always rewarding, but I get too angry to feel the true reward of it. But no, I do have that little list of games that'll make me angry that I'm planning to play on stream. God, I plan to play some kind of Souls-like, probably the real classic Elden Ring. You guys are gonna witness a different level of rage from me there. I might even, like, if I, like, even get a damn heart rate monitor and see just the level in which my blood pressure fucking rises when I'm trying to play Souls-like, alright? But, like, to over-level in that game, I have to be good at it first. Oh, hi, Xylofish. Welcome, welcome. This is the it's through CurseForge. It's the Otherworld mod pack. It's a D&D themed mod pack. But it's a D&D themed mod pack. It's called Otherworld, and it's by Sharky. So it's running on version 1.20.1. It's not all the mods. I've never done like a long-term playthrough of all the mods. Whenever I see there's lots of enemies here now, because it's dark, and I need to sleep. Okay. There's too much in all the mods. Oh, come on! That's one that I'm bad at. Then again, I'm proving to be not particularly good at this one, so I keep dying. When it comes to like a vanilla plus mod pack like that, usually I'll just play better Minecraft. Okay. My inventory's full again. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Chip Gem of Arcane Efficacy. It depends, because like Better Minecraft, it's kind of a vanilla plus, but then it also adds in like the Aether mod and the Everbright mod, the Twilight Forest. It adds in like a couple of bosses and dungeons and stuff, but it is not, I mean, it's nothing like this mod pack where it's like adding whole new like quest lines and combat systems. Like if you're still here, fish, like I got my race and class and everything. It's all when I don't think there might be, but I'm not sure if there's other dimensions in this mod pack. If there is, yeah. Better Minecraft. I think the one issue with a lot of Minecraft dimension mods is they really don't add all too much to the game, I feel like. Like, it just adds, like, it's basically the overworld with different blocks. And then you're not really getting anything, like, special out of it. There's, like, not really any reason you have to be there or have to do things there. The Twilight Forest, though, I think it's a dimensional mod that does a good job, where it's like you can play the whole game in the Twilight Forest, stay in the Twilight Forest, and it's truly like a whole different addition and upgrade. Okay. Oh, what's my How'd I do that? I have Fireball? And it costs less than my magic missile? Hold on, let me go to my controls. No, it's my G. It's my G. I hope I'm not gonna like accidentally light my forest on fire doing that. Yeah. That's a lot of I feel like that's what makes a good mod pack, though, because there's entirely too many mod packs where it's like you can't even make it through your 2-week Minecraft phase on them before you run out of things to do. Ooh, yes, I shall look. Stairs. That's what I'm making. Stairs. Because I've spent the approximately last like 20 hours sleeping. Well, not quite. Well, no, it is basically been the last 20 hours sleeping. No music was listened to by my ears either. However, I did make a little playlist, so the playlist is ready for me to utilize. It's just a matter of me not spending an entire week sleeping, so that I might actually listen to the songs that are on it. Yeah, I didn't even think to do like a good... Wow. He actually just wanted to make you look like a liar. So, he was playing the long haul there. First part of the roof done. Ouchie, my bones. And then I feel like I'm gonna let's see, how's that? Alright. Recruit him. Recruit him. Yeah. I'm not sure how to do a good, like, rounded roof. I feel like this is gonna be... Man, imagine if I had scaffolding, my life would be made easier. But I know myself. If we go on the hunt for scaffolding, it's gonna be another week and a half before this damn house is built. So what I'm hearing is that he may have caused it to be lost media now. Am I understanding correctly this? Do I need to just, like, go all in on making it like a round roof? That look weird? No, I think that's working out. It sounds like you're having a lot of faith in your friend right now, and Godspeed. Oh, I don't have enough stairs on me. Does that look okay? Yeah, I think that'll be okay for just this little turret thing here. Yeah, that's fair. That makes it okay. All right, that's how you know it's okay. Did I refill my water? I did, but I didn't. Oh no. I haven't made it acceptable to drink yet. I'm hoping, because I have at most about an hour left, which is a shame. I'm not happy that I'm not able to stream for as long as today. But I'm hoping that we should at least be able to get the house, like the roof and shell and everything done. Perhaps we may even be able to get the second floor started off. Oh, but what I should do, actually... Is it nighttime yet? Can I sleep? No, I'm just gonna keep breaking my ankles. Okay, I'm actually gonna... I'm gonna go to the shore, and I'm gonna collect myself. My heart's pounding in my ears, and that's gonna be really annoying. Do I have any bandages? Or am I just gonna have to wait until it's nighttime again? I have one bandage. Ha ha ha. Collect some dirt and start smelting glass now. Do my best not to destroy the shoreline. I actually... See, like, I picked up some of that, but not all of it. Okay, I'm just gonna move away a little bit to make sure I don't have to worry about destroying my shoreline. My immediate shoreline. There's so much clay down here, too. I feel like usually a lot of times it's hard to find clay. What is this? It was just a sand pit? Oh! Oh, did I knock you? Was that a catfish hole and I just knocked you out of it? I'm sorry, dude. I used that bandage and now I'm just slowly taking damage because I've decided it's appropriate for me to... Like, why is some of the things making that little noise when they drop? Like, it's not like they're metal things that are dropping, it's sand. Bleh. I know people who have done that, like, I don't remember what it's called. It's got some stupid fucking word. Where they catch catfish by sticking their arm into the pit, the hole, and letting it eat its arm, and then yoinking it out that way. That's crazy to me. I don't get that, because what happens when you stick your hand in there and it's not a catfish? What happens when it's literally anything but a catfish? And same thing, people would do those with those, like, giant mud crabs in Australia, where they'll like just like reach into those holes and yoink out these giant mud crabs. And I'm like, can't that thing like snip off your hand? Like, I feel like those giant catfishes, like, I feel like there's no way it can't like just slurp the entire hand off. Like, it's huge. What's this? Peaty mud. Oh, I'm taking so much damage right now. After I just slept too. Oh my gosh, you take so much damage when you're drowning. Except they haven't. They're still doing it. I should... Because that's one of those where... Who did that for the first time? Who for the first time, they saw one of those giant catfish go into those holes, and they were like, I know what the best method for me to capture this thing will be. And it's sticking my entire arm, not just my entire arm, literally swimming head first into this massive underground mud hole, and then waiting for a giant fish to quite literally gobble up my entire arm. Like, that's... But I'm super claustrophobic. I am disgustingly afraid of caves. And it's not even just those like, oh, we're all gonna have to go cave diving one. No, like good and proper like popping all the air out of your lungs and then trying to squeeze through holes. It's not even that just kind of like going in caves that scares me. It's even those just like tourist caves where it's like it's all lit up and they've got guardrails or anything. Disasters still happen in those. Alright, we are not supposed to be under the ground like that, and I don't like it. I don't like it. And it's like one of my friends, oh my god, one of my friends, them and their partner, where they were gonna go on a date to a cave, and I was literally like, that's fucking unacceptable. Like, you guys, you can't be doing that. When me and my friends went camping for the first time, when we were looking for a campsite, I was like, one of the requirements is that there's not allowed to be a cave even near the campsite. Classes Jar and my class Jar and Sky Bees is doing stuff. I I understand the string of words, but I'm glad you're wanting to watch me. I'm glad you're staying and hanging out. I appreciate it greatly. But no, the sheer concept of a cave, it stresses me out. Like, one of my favorite artists of all time, I was talking about. I see. Okay. I okay. Oh, because we're not supposed to be down there in absolutely any capacity. Because yeah, when we were camping and we were looking for a campsite, I was like, we're not allowed to choose a campsite that even has a cave near it because we're not going to go into it. I don't even want that to be an option. All right, that's not even going to be a consideration. I don't understand the appeal even a little bit. Like one of my probably among my favorite artists of all time is Will Wood. I freaking love Will Wood. I have listened to him for years and years and years. Um, and I can go on a whole separate rant about how I can never get tickets to his concerts anymore. But his most recent show, it was there's this venue, it's in Tennessee, and it's called the Caverns. And it's literally a whole and it's the venue is just a cave. It's a giant cave. The concert venue is in a cave. And I'm so mad that he did that because I couldn't go to his show. I couldn't go to the show because I'm not gonna set foot in the caverns. Are you serious? And not even just that. Not only was it in a cave, I don't. Thank you for the follow, Zyla Fish. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh my god, thank you. The cafe grows, it expands. The cafe grows ever larger. Um, but yeah, I'm also really afraid of crowd crush. I'm terrified of crowd crush. All right, because I've worked security at like massive big events like that before. Like I've worked at convention centers and I've worked security and stuff. There's really not enough done to make sure that overcrowding is not happen. There's like security really realistically when it's a venue and you're like there's good and truly that many fucking people there, there really is not a lot that security can do, especially when it comes to preventing things like crowd crush. So it's like I'm so afraid of crowd crush. So not only am I not going to set foot in a cave to go to this man's concert, I'm not going to set foot in a crowded concert venue cave to go to this man's concert. So yeah, I didn't get to go to the last Willwood concert, and it makes me a bit sad. But it's okay. I'm sure I'll be able to make it to the next one. Did I do this too low? No. Okay. It's fine. That's heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking, especially considering how much you love them. But that's when you start doing things by yourself, when you start going to concerts on your own lonesome. Because it can be a little awkward sometimes, but it does make it worth it. Because there's times like that where you're like, would it be more fun to like go with a group of friends who are just as into it? Yeah, probably would have made it a bit more fun, but at the end of the day, like, still it's still a blast to be there. I feel like I need to do like half slabs there. Exactly, right? Like, I go to a concert and I'm like, actually, maybe I don't need to pay rent next month. Merch has gotten so damn expensive. It's like, it's actually kind of, it makes me angry, especially because with so many of these artists, I'm like, I know it's like a fact, you ain't need all that money. You ain't need all that. Okay, yeah. I think I might do doing this too high. Am when did I start these ones so low down? Why is it like that? It looks weird to me. That looks more weird. That's why I did that. Okay. That's so fucked up. You just had to go and choose an American-based artist, huh? Because I usually have the opposite issue, where all of my favorite artists, their shit, I have to pay to get it shipped over to America. Am I gonna have to redo the roof again? Because I really don't like how low down I made this. Yeah, you really gotta budget out for those concerts. I don't understand why it looks so off, or is it because I usually make it 5 high instead of 4? That might be it. Oh well, we're just gonna have a slightly short roof. It's okay. Because I'll be honest, I don't have the mental capacity to redo this shit again. No, I have to. It's too bad. I'm looking at it and it's too bad. He looks too stubby. Oh, but I already have another axe. Can I sleep again? No. My ankles. I keep obliterating them. Guys, this is so many times I've ripped off and started this house over. I'm starting to get annoyed with myself. It's alright. It's like a Minecraft long play right now, except instead of it being just silent with Minecraft music, you guys are hearing the peaceful serenade of my voice. My voice, which I know is very soothing and calming to the ears. Definitely not fried to oblivion. You know, streaming. I know I've heard of them, but I can't think of any of their songs off the top of my head. But the name is very familiar. I'm like racking my brain because I know the song. I know the artist. I've definitely heard that name before. And I don't know. That is familiar. I don't know why, but right now, every time I'm thinking about it, my brain, owie, my brain is wanting to connect it to to Breaking Benjamin, which I would willing to bet money is just a completely unrelated band, to the umpteenth degree. But I don't know why that I'm hearing that, and I'm thinking of the song Breaking Benjamin, or Breaking Benjamin, the band Breaking Benjamin. I haven't thought about Breaking Benjamin in forever. That was my shit in middle school. Here. Where are you guys coming from? Wait, I can use my fireball. My fireball doesn't do as much damage. I'm getting so many gems. Mine is 75 gravity. 75 gravity. 7.5. Okay. It's like this roof didn't even happen. I built an entire roof? Says who? That never happened. Oh, I can sleep now and repair my ankles. Why do I feel like I'm just not in the bed? I've been listening to a lot more songs with bass recently, and this is such a funny reason why. But my old car was pretty janked up, and I fucked the speakers up really bad. Oh, sorry, I just had to sneeze for a moment. But it was a shitbox, and I fucked the speakers up really bad. So anytime I listened to stuff with bass in it, it sounded like shit. And the only time I ever really like sat and listened to like a ton of music was when I was driving, because I drive a lot. My work's pretty far away. I've got a lot of family and friends who live far away, so I'm taking long car trips a lot. And so I never really listened to anything with heavy bass because my speakers were just so fucked up. But I got a new car, Kia Soul actually, and it's a really nice Kia Soul. I got the most upgraded Kia Soul you could possibly fucking get. Like, I'm not even, that shit's a GT. Why the fuck is there even a GT level trim on a Kia Soul? Who the hell knows? But it's my car's a GT, and it is swag, it is comfy, peak car. But with that, it's also got some really, really fancy speakers on it now. So and the bass is crazy on it. They're the what are they called? Harman Kardon? No, oh my gosh, Harman Kardon. Harman Kardon, something like that. One of those speakers. It's a pretty fancy brand, but it sounds so good now. So now I can listen to all of that to say, I can listen to heavy bass songs now. Ooh, that's neat. I don't know a lot about cars. I know very little about cars. I know what's necessary to like keep my car running and stuff. Like I know how to change a tire and do an oil change and all that. Like I know that basic stuff. But I don't uh, when it comes down to like the specifics. Oh no. Wait. Like, but is it illegal to own the car if you're not driving it? Like if it's just like, well, yeah, I mean, that's a different. I mean, plausible deniability. But if you just like, just owning and fixing up the car is legal, right? Yeah. Okay. Okay. The way I feel about when it's cars like that, and I mean, I live in an area where there's a lot of like back roads you can go ahead and hide out on. But if you're not driving like a shit box like that on the main roads where it's not, you're not holding up people who are going like tens of miles an hour. Um, I couldn't care less. Yeah, it's already better. Okay, I literally just had the roof too short. Okay. Because I have the goddamn GT Kia Soul. Um, that motherfucker's fast. Like, it actually picks up speed really fast. It has a whole ass sport mode. Oh no. Have you broken your lava machine? Oh, that's not bad. Girl, imagine getting pulled over because you're going 19 miles per hour on a scooter. Be so for real. Oh! That's actually a little bit worse than breaking your machine. I'm glad you were able to to cease that before any true. I can assume what these words mean. Because I know like generally how an engine works, you know, like I know how those pistons work and how like horsepower stuff. I know that very general knowledge. Ah, that seems pretty fun. Makes sense, makes sense. No one in my family or life were ever like huge car people. It was one of my brothers. He like likes cars, you know, but he's not like super crazy car person. but he definitely, of our family, he probably knows the most. I I used to have a motorcycle, and the amount of human crayon jokes are, I mean, so valid. Because when you have a motorcycle, it ain't about if you're gonna crash, it's about when you're gonna crash. But yeah, 50 miles per hour, you're I mean, not if you're wearing the gear. Not if you're wearing the gear. When it comes to motorcycles, it's at gat, all the gear, all the time. As long as you're wearing your proper gear, you won't become a human crayon. So, okay, well, perhaps you should invest in a second helmet. Perhaps that that may be in your best judgment. The and people are a little too careless about their helmets too, because a lot of people don't realize this, especially when it comes to like motorcycle helmets. You cannot drop it. If you ever once drop your motorcycle helmet, you have to get a new helmet. It doesn't work anymore. That's good, that's good. But that's also the reason why you're never supposed to buy a helmet like second market. If that helmet had even been like just dropped from your hip, it's ruined. You can't use it anymore. It's not going to provide you the necessary safety. And it's the same thing. It's not necessarily the same thing with a motorcycle, but it's so hard buying uh, a motorcycle on the second hand because again, if somebody has like dropped that bike, it's not gonna work right. Like the bike's fucked up. Um, but you never really know if somebody's dropped the bike until you've like ridden it for a second, and then you realize, oh, that's not supposed to be rattling. But when I ended up moving to a mountainous area with really bad roads, and I'll be honest, I was too afraid to ride my motorcycle here. So I haven't. It's been. I sold my motorcycle a couple of years ago, so it's been a hot second since I've ridden. But a 50-mile-per-hour motorized scooter, yeah, you definitely should be investing in helmets. If not helmets, leather gear. Wear a leather jacket and at least a bike helmet. Put some on your head, all right? Crashing is not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And I'll be really sad if something happens to you. This is true. But you have to keep your positive mindset, you know? You are going to get them running. They are going to get running, and they're going to be going really speedy fast. And when that happens, you're going to need the proper safety gear at GAT. All the gear, all the time. Oh yeah, that looks infinitely better when it's not so low down. Okay. Alright, I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I did that. Worth it. Very worth it. Yeah. Oh yeah, I feel like any like old school vehicle you're able to like fix up and get like actually working is worth, I mean, it's worth the money. Where I live actually, there's a massive vintage car culture. And I think it's so sick because like you can literally just be driving down the street and you'll see a group of like 60s style like fully decked out like sports cars where they're all those like bulbous colors and they're like baby blue and stuff. Like it's I love it. It is truly such a blast to be able to see just all these like classic vintage cars that are clearly people's like lifelong passion projects that they love that car like their baby. And you'll be driving around and you'll see like entire fields that are just lines of these fancy ass cars because they're having a little car show for them, and it's just cool. I love seeing it. I don't know anything about cars, but I just vintage cars just look cool. I think modernly our cars have started to look lame and boring. Yeah, I bet they do. I Piaggio Boxer 2. I'm gonna look that up, see what it looks like. Piaggio Boxer 2. Oh, he's a funky looking bike. I wish we had I wish we had like more electric scooters here in America. Ah, I see, I see. Yeah, we don't have a lot of like a because even like motorcycles, they aren't super popular here in America. But or like yeah, like a moped or Vespa alongside in the vibe of a Vespa. It's actually uh I don't know if it's the same because I know in European countries like it's just a lot more common to use like motorized scooters and bikes and all that. But America, a lot of times when you see somebody called driving a moped, they call them the DUI mobiles because you don't need a license to drive a moped. So there's a lot of people who will call them the DUI mobiles, which I think it's funny, but also like, damn, because they do seem like such a good like, especially if you live like in a city, to have like a Vespa seems like it would be so much better than either a bike or a car. But America's just so car centric that if you ever do, you do, dang. I think in America you need a license if you're gonna drive them on the freeway, but otherwise you don't. You don't need a license. Because America's car culture is so massive here that they really make it so like if you want to be behind the wheel of a vehicle and drive it around, you can do that. Like in America, if you live on a farm, you can get your license as young as like 8 years old, I think. So you can legally drive like farm machinery and stuff. Yeah, in America, you go to the DMV and you beg long enough, you can get your license whenever the hell you want. But I mean, cars are just so necessary here. What am I doing? I'm making more stairs. I'm out of stairs. Oh, wow. Yeah. And it's not even like the largeness that's an issue because I feel like there's other countries in the world that are so massive and still have effective public transportation without needing tens of millions of cars. What do you mean by I think you mean that's perfect, you know? How else are you where what else are you supposed to eat other than, your shitty fast food here in America? I'm gonna need to cut this tree down. It's getting in my way. Well, because even in that, if it was, yeah, they are, and it's scary. It's actually really fucking bad because I've got a lot of trans people who I'm very close to in my life, and they're facing some extremely scary repercussions already. Yeah, no, in America, like when it comes to roads like that, I'm like, yeah, there's no reason why you can't walk across it. It's just so fucking dangerous because those people aren't going to stop for you. Like realistically, they're probably not paying attention. They're going already 50 miles faster than they should be on that road. So yeah, it just gets scary. No, but the reality of America, especially when it comes to queer and trans issues right now, is fucking disgusting. It's revolting. And like genuinely, like what do you like? There's as an individual, there is so little that we're able to do, and we just because it is and it's scary because I studied social science. I was a fascist. Oh my god, don't even fucking get me started, dude. There's so many things that extremists will say to me, specifically right-wing extremists, where I'm like, do you not understand that that's like literal dictatorship? That's like an actual literal issue. Oh yeah. And it's because, like, I know that there's some other countries that have started, like, implementing, regulations where it's like you need a certain level of, like, um, the formal college education to be able to discuss certain topics online. Um, I can get behind that. I could so get behind that because, I there are some people who just be spouting shit on the internet, and then other people who are also not intelligent hear it and they believe them, and in no capacity is there real information required to be provided ever. I'm just, honestly, I am just counting on my fingers until the election happens again. I pray to God we don't get another fucking disgusting psychopath in office. And it's not that we aren't, alright? We've never had a president in this country who wasn't a fucking piece of shit, quite frankly. But I need one who is just mildly less of a piece of shit so that I can go out in public again without fear for my life. You know what I mean? Like, I studied social sciences. I my my degree was sociology, a degree in social science or social inequalities, and my plan was to go into HR. I was gonna be a DEI officer in HR, so kind of do proper like inclusion, diversity, equity, all of that in corporate America. Because I felt like that was the best way for me to make a change that was immediately noticeable in people's lives. Like I can individually make a company better for somebody. Um, except then the election happened and that all over for me. That's like not even that can't even be a thought in my brain anymore. All right, because literally the election happened and then the drop field was quite literally eliminated overnight. They actually went, actually, we're not. We've decided that's actually unconstitutional, so we're not going to allow it in corporate America at all. And I'm over here, and I'm like, okay, so then what the fuck did I just spend the last 5 years in college for? What the fuck did I just write 2 research articles on? So yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It's I thought for the longest time things were finally looking up here, you know? We were finally like I remember, oh my god, I think about this all the time when I was a little kid and I was like I would have been like in elementary and middle school and we're learning about things that are like genocides and shit, right? Racism, homophobia, sexism, all of that. And I distinctly remember thinking in my head, being like, wow, I am so glad that we as a country, like, we don't have to deal with that anymore. I'm so glad that we have evolved past some stupid shit, you know, like homophobia, like racism, like sexism. Like, it would have really sucked to live in a time like that. And then I get older and I'm like, holy fuck. Like we actually are worse than ever. We never ended it at all. We just like to act like we do. Yeah, I've got a love-hate relationship with my country. I'm genuinely hoping and praying that when the next assuming the next election cycle comes around and we are still somewhat functioning as a democratic nation, I hope that we see the swing in the opposite direction where we were too extremist right wing for a while that will swing back in the opposite direction. I'm praying to God that's what happens. Um, but yeah, it, the amount of backward stepping I've witnessed just in in my short time is I wonder that if in my lifetime we'll ever reach this state of inclusion and diversity we were at before you know, the politics of America decided to go straight into the shitter. Not that they were ever good though. Why is this not lining up? That's fine. What snack are you getting? I want a snack. I haven't eaten dinner yet today. I should. It's actually, since it's Pride Month, it's always I like I live in a very conservative area, and one of the best things about Pride Month is that you get to figure out which companies and restaurants you still want to eat at. And so I was able to discover a bunch of places that I don't want to go to anymore because either they refuse to put up a pride flag or purposely put up other flags instead. So that's my little sign of like, all right, cool. You don't want me there and I don't want to be there. So toodles. I meant to put the lesbian flag in my bio for the remainder of Pride Month and I completely forgot. I'll need to remember to do that. I'm probably not going to though, considering that it's what? The 24th of Pride Month and I still haven't remembered. Let's see, let's look at this. Oh, how are we looking? Yeah, that seems pretty good. It's coming together. The vision, it's developing before my very eyes. Sorry, I burped. I'm sorry if you guys heard that. I use my headset mic, and it's not a great mic. I'm sure you guys can tell the audio is not great on it, and it's also weirdly fucking sensitive. And so I can tell that every time I'm like smacking too hard or anything, I know y'all can hear it. I know. And I already have like a pop filter on it, so I'm not sure what else I can do other than, you know, not use my headset mic, but I am broke. I'm tremendously broke right now. In fact, I started a new job and I'd had a fuck ton of savings, right? And then I started a new job, and because of the way the new job I was starting was at a restaurant that hadn't opened yet, and the guy owned two different restaurants, and I was going to be working at one of them until the new one opened, and then I would be full-time at the new one. But because of how everything happened, it was almost 6 months that I was out of full-time work, because I wasn't able to work full-time at the other restaurant because they already had all their full-time staff. I was only working part-time. So I just absolutely flew through my fucking savings trying to keep myself afloat while I'm waiting fucking 6 months for this new restaurant to open, and then this new restaurant opens and it sucks. It's miserable there. So, but I'll be moving out of state soon anyway, and once that happens, I will never have to think about that place again. Oh, lag. The lag scares me. Every time it lags, I get frightened. But I still haven't crashed it again. So that's good. That's a boon. That's a massive boon. Guys, what should I eat for dinner today? I might make like spaghetti or something. That might be good. I haven't had spaghetti in a while. I don't know if I have sauce though. I would just be eating noodles. And then can you even really call that spaghetti? And I shouldn't order food. I'm just talking about how broke I am. The last thing I should do is get food delivered. Especially where I am. It's so fucking... DoorDash is so damn expensive here because it's a tiny little conservative town. There's not a lot of people here. And it's just... Basically, I need to not waste my money. I'm not gonna waste my money. You know what? You guys, thank you. You've convinced you you personally have convinced me not to spend my money on food delivery. Thank you. I feel like I'm gonna need to change what kind of wood this mini roof is because it's blending in a little too much for me. Oh, hello. Thank you. You're locking in. You're truly locking in. I know it's not too late here, but I slept all day, have done literally nothing else, and now I'm playing video games and I haven't eaten yet. So I should eat, but were you finally able to get your machine working without melting down your entire house? Okay, let's clear out some of this shit from my inventory. Oh, I forgot I clad the sand so I could start smelting the glass. Let's get that smelting. I don't need that on me. Oh, it's just a little cobblestone generator. That is one thing. I need to be better about making like generators like that. So I don't have to like waste my time doing like the tedium of that shit. God, I have so much junk on me. Where do I accumulate so much junk from? Do I have more stairs? I have 6. I need to make more. 4 minutes to make what? Are you playing Minecraft? Or are you playing something else? Because I think you said that you're playing Minecraft, but yeah. Girl, why did it take so damn long to make water? What mod pack are you playing? Is that psycho mod pack that Mackie was talking about, the Greg Tech? Skybees 2. I haven't heard of that one. Oh, you did mention that, and my brain didn't process it, I think because I have no idea what that is. But you're doing a really good job of advertising me not to try it, so thank you. I get angry easily, and when it comes to something like that, like if I accidentally burnt my house down, I think I would stop playing. I say that though, I've experienced a tremendous amount of glitches just in the time I've been playing here today. Yeah. I fear all of my brain space goes directly towards not technical knowledge. You know what I mean? Like in school I was always that English person, the English kid. Cause I mean I'm damn good at shit like that, you know? Like I was the curtains are in fact blue for a reason, and here's why. And they are blue for a reason. Don't even get me started on that shit, all right? It is that deep. It is always that deep. And it doesn't matter if you don't think it is, if you think it's always that deep, all right? It does always connect back to shit. Everything is connected to everything, and everything has meaning. It is that deep. So yes, the curtains are blue because the author made them blue for a reason. But pretty much every single ounce of brain processing power I have goes towards that kind of knowledge as opposed to like math and science. I was so bad at math. Math was easily the classes I always had the worst grades in. Because it didn't make sense in my brain. The numbers did not compute. Put the campfire up like on a block, you know? So then it's like a table and you won't step onto it. This I don't really want for this one to be higher than the other one, but I might just make the roof go flat then. Well, oh, well, actually, I don't know if it'll look weird. I guess we'll see. Because I don't have the turret up yet either, so it makes some of it hard to visualize a bit. Oh no! That was a lot of injury there that I just took. Welcome back. What snack did you retrieve? Hi, Ray! Welcome back in. We're working on our home. We've almost got the roof done. We're definitely making a lot more and a lot. Ooh, popcorn! I haven't had popcorn in forever. Last time I had well, maybe not forever. Last time I had popcorn is when I went to see the Amazing Digital Circus, and it was bad. It was bad. I'm not gonna start ranting about Amazing Digital Circus again, but that was the last time I had popcorn. Oh god, I'm in enemy territory. I'm in enemy territory. I'm so sorry, Silent Fish. I fucking hated it. I hated it so much. People tell me to watch the boys. I heard it's good. I honestly I don't watch a lot of TV is my issue. I tend to mostly stick towards like YouTube and stuff or rewatching stuff. Oh, is there in the boys? That would make sense, honestly. Because the way I feel about it, especially, and I guess when it comes to like the boys, where I know it's a satire, I guess I can give it a little bit more of a pass. But especially when it comes down to like fantasy, like series and shows and like sci-fi and stuff, I'm like, you did not need to include racism, sexism, homophobia, any of that shit. Like, you just fully didn't need to include it because this isn't real. Right? Like, this is a fantasy world, and we have dragons and goblins, so why the fuck am I still being discriminated against for being a woman? Like, what? Like, you did not have to make those things exist, and you can sit there in front of me and you can be like, oh, but it's realism, you know, if this was real, this is how it would be, but it's not real. It's not real. So I don't, if I don't need for racism to exist in my fantasy world. I don't need homophobia to exist in my like it doesn't need to be there. It doesn't have to exist. And why do you insist on including it every time? So yeah, maybe I shan't be watching The Boys. Maybe I'll watch one of those like full like breakdown videos where it goes like in depth about everything about it, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to take the time to sit down and watch it. Because it was, yeah, like just watch some recap videos. I because it's the same thing where it's like the Witcher games. I couldn't play the Witcher games because I haven't played any of the first two, but Witcher 3, I tried playing it and I got about probably like an hour in, and they would not stop bringing up women getting raped. Like it was like actually it was fucking crazy, and I get it. I get it, right? Like The Witcher, it's a war game, and you're supposed to be seeing about the horrors of war and whatever. And I'm like, but you don't need to be bringing up about how women get assaulted literally every 10 minutes in your goddamn fantasy game with dragons in it. Like, you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to have that. And so I literally I couldn't play Witcher because of that. I couldn't. And so I'm part of me is kind of hoping that the new one where Ciri's the main character is better. But I don't know if it's gonna be. I feel like it's gonna make me hate being a woman. Like in every single capacity, it's gonna make me hate my life. So I don't know if I'm gonna play the new Witcher either. Trying to think if there's any other games that I had to put down because I was like, you just say this is a fake world and you've made it too real for me. What else is there? Oh, this isn't. I did finish this game. Yeah, you're right. That I mean that game just got too goddamn political, you know what I mean? No. I bought Bloons Tower Defense on my it was like an impulse buy at like 3 in the morning. I bought it on my phone. I don't know why I did that. I don't think I've played it once since I bought it. Oh, but the Cyberpunk 77 game. I did beat it. I didn't DNF it. I did beat it. But it was so begrudgingly, 'cause it for being touted as this like super like diverse um as this like really like diverse and inclusive game, it was so goddamn racist. It was so racist. It was like genuinely like one of the most racist games I've ever played. And I like I- I didn't enjoy playing it. I finished it and I won't be replaying it because it's like I the gameplay was really fun. The gameplay of Cyberpunk was really, really fun, but I could not look past the fact that it was so goddamn racist. And people like don't talk about it. People like really act like that it is like a good it is a good game of diversity and representation, and it's not. It's not at all. So, yeah, that's one where I'm like I'm not going to replay that. It's impressive that I even finish it in the first place, let's be honest. It's gonna go 1, 2, 3. So I can have the idea of where the turret's gonna have to go. Yeah, I'm confusing myself. Oh, right, I love role-playing game. I love a story game. And like Cyberpunk was like it was a good story, it was a good gameplay, but I'm like you didn't have to make every single villain in your game Asian. Because that's what it was. Every single evil character in the game was Asian. The one Asian companion you have is fucking evil, and then he commits seppuku. He commits seppuku. Sorry for the spoiler, but he commits seppuku. Why the fuck am I watching one of my Asian characters commit seppuku in the grand year of 2026? Riddle me this. So no, I didn't really like Cyberpunk, and I wouldn't recognize it. I wouldn't recommend it. I have heard of Soma. It's a sci-fi futuristic horror game. Yeah, am I thinking of the right one? No. I, it felt like a game for people who want to feel like they're being inclusive without putting in any of the actual work. The only thing that was inclusive about that game is that your genitalia wasn't tied to the sex of your character. That was like the only inclusive part of the game. That was it. And they acted like it was some groundbreaking sort of. No, it wasn't. Even a little bit. I hate Cyberpunk, dude. I cannot believe I actually finished that game. That's. So there's. Right, I'm reaching the point where it's actually getting really hard to build the roof because I'm intersecting with my turret. Should I build up the turret first? I think I'll build up the turret, and then if I want to change what material it's made out of later, I can do that. But I think it'll make my roof building easier. I'm not usually a huge a sci-fi person either. Like I've never been able to get into Star Wars. I tried all the Star Wars movies, most of the shows, and I just couldn't get into it because I'm not a big sci-fi person. But I have heard good things about Soma. Is it sci-fi? I think I'm trying to figure out if I'm thinking of the right game. I don't know if I am. I'm thinking of something Mass Effect adjacent. Is this correct? Okay, then I think I might be. Let me. You know what? You know what will help if I just freaking looked up what Soma is. I can just whip out Google real quick. It's at my fingertips. All right. Oh yes, I have seen this. It does seem super cool. But yeah, I've never tried it. I've yet to have attempted it. Out of my way, you stupid dirt. Ooh! Every time I lag, it scares me. Oh, no, wait. Okay, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm getting overwhelmed and stressed out. I need scaffolding so bad. Okay. If I fall off of this, I feel like it's gonna actually fully kill me. Alright, it's coming together. It's happening, it's happening. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of good space in here. We're gonna have to have a lot more extra rooms for, I feel like I want this to be a double high window. For all of our mod features. There's so much shit. Wait, oh, can I level up my magic again? I can! Should we level up our magic or should we level up constitution? Give ourselves a bit more health. Half a heart, reduces knockback. Oh, that's disabled, so let's we're gonna go for the constitution. Since I do keep dying, we're gonna go for another health. Did that work? Yeah? No? Okay, so I actually didn't get anything from that, and that was a waste of my time. I shouldn't have done that. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna have to build an XP farm. I'm gonna need to come across a mob spawner and build an XP farm because I can't handle how slow I've been getting levels. But I've also been doing very little. All right, I've been standing in this field, building a house and starting over on it like 10 times in a row. Okay. Do we do we do we think we would be lucky enough to find bamboo? No, because I feel like I've already done a good amount of journeying, and there's been no bamboo to be seen. Yeah, we're gonna lock in. We'll keep using dirt. Make that a little bit taller. We'll make the turret just a bit taller. Not enough spruce planks though. I feel like I'm gonna have to keep going out for more and more wood. I should, if I was smart, I would just plant a bunch of the trees in the area, but I'm not getting enough saplings for that. I don't know if it's because this tree cutting mod just doesn't give me as many saplings, or if I'm just being grossly and disgustingly unlucky. I feel like the tower should be taller than the roof, yeah? Should it? Regardless, like, I need to move all this roof stuff either way. It's in the way right now. It should? Yes. Okay. Okay. Player Obscure has such a banging fucking soundtrack, dude. It's a real shame that it came out that they were using AI for a ton of the shit in their games. That's so fucking disappointing. A bunch of the like concept art and like characters and stuff, which fucking blows. I'm pretty sure didn't they lose some of their awards over it? What do you mean by buckle in? Like it What's wrong? Bye, Xylofish. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Where at should I? Not 1 a.m. That's still, that feels like a pretty reasonable hour. Listen, yesterday I stopped streaming at 8:30. I was asleep by 9. Didn't get up until like 3 p.m. today. So it's only, oh shit, it's already 5:30. Okay, all right. I'm gonna push it for myself. I'm gonna stream for another 30. I'll stream for another 30 at very least, because I wanna at least get this tower done. So I'm thinking to then. So I'll keep him even there. Then you must get your necessary sleep. Okay. So oh, you know what? Hmm. Sort of like from like right here, have it go in a little bit and then come back out, or just like go up on its just pivot or what is the word called? Gradient inward, I guess it would be called. Because now I'm picturing in my brain like a Rapunzel-esque tower, you know? But that would that means I restart again. Hmm. Let's, yeah, to just put it at that same height. Or what I could do is just make like a big, I guess here, we'll put it at this height. I'm gonna try out a roof, and then we're gonna see how it looks. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So then it's can't decide, do I want it taller than the front roof? I fear oh, yes, like a observatory. Observatory. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. If that's the case though, then I will definitely in the future I'll be changing the kind of wood it is. Owie. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I just want to get the shape and shell out. And then, yeah. I'm building this like like a mess right now. I keep thinking that tree right there is a creeper, as if the creepers don't look freakish in this mod. Oh my god, that scared me so much. Oh my god, that was a noise I hated. Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, I think I can put that into a regular spruce. Oh, I'm yawning! I'm yawning and I shouldn't be tired. I've slept for like literally 15 hours. Okay. Yeah, alright. I'm liking it. I'm liking it so far. He's evolved so much from the initial square outline. Okay. Okay. I'm wondering if like the floor, it should only the second floor should stop there, and then there's the tower, and then we have like a little high ceiling here. I don't know. I cannot be thinking about the inside appearance until I've at least got this house fucking livable, you know? Until I have a door that I can go inside of. Okay. Go ahead and start. Just try and get it all enclosed right now. Right now it's very abstract in my brain. Is that all enclosed? I think it's all enclosed now. The only bad part, I like the way the roofs look when you do them like this, but the only bad part is it makes it really hard to crawl around on them, you know? Alright, I should at least probably finish up this roof. Maybe what? Now, have I... Oh, yeah. Because I will have a chimney at some point, I'm sure. I thought this one would be taller and it would break it up more, but I'm definitely going to make this thing a different color. This is smart, because I will have a second floor up here. So then he can have, like, his little... like the... what are those, the sorts of windows called, where it's like, it opens up into, like, a little mini balcony, and it's, like, built into the roof? It's not a Murphy door, those are those pocket doors. I'm seeing the vision, though, and we will be engaging in it. I suppose? I don't really know how to best describe it. But I do know what you mean, and we will definitely be doing that. That's a magnum brain idea. Yeah, I actually used up all those spruce. And this'll be when where it's even with it. This big chunk is going to be a lot taller. It's growing dark again. I feel like I'm gonna have to start lighting up my roof lest things begin spawning up here. Let's go ahead and do that before I get jumped by a creeper literally on my own ceiling. That would actually send me into a different kind of rage. Oh, and my glass is ready. So I need to for in here. Cause I'll definitely be using the glass blowers thing to make fancier glass, but I just want to see. Yeah, that seems pretty cute to me. I like that. I like that. A little reading nook. I feel like these could also be glass. Yeah, I do think I like that. Okay. It's coming together. This house is also way, way bigger than I usually make them. Not this one. That's fair, because it kind of breaks into it. Glass shards? Am I able to remake glass blocks? I can! That's actually really handy. I like that. I can get behind that change. Yeah, I can get behind it. I know I don't know if I brought them with me. I probably left them behind, but I did find dirty glass shards earlier. Gonna go ahead and give myself tetanus. Is tetanus only from metal? Tetanus might only be from rust. Oh my god, that looks like a mess right there right now, but it's fine. That's a problem for later, Alfie. Okay, alright. I should probably get another tetanus shot. I'm probably due for that update. I feel like that's one of those where you're supposed to get it redone every like 10 years. Honestly, COVID in general just made me realize how far behind I'd fallen on so many of my vaccines and how I really need to be more conscious about it because I mean, listen, I'm not trying to see polio come back. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I certainly don't want polio. You know, there's a lot of people in this world you'd think they really want polio to come back. I need to stop. Okay, all right. So then, I feel like it needs to go up one taller than the roof, and then his little dome can start. Because I feel like, yeah, all right. And then I might make it stone later. I need to expand that mini roof right there. I'm looking at it, and it needs to come up further on this side. That looks terrible. But otherwise, yeah. God damn it. I think I'll be able to do, there's so many different woods in this pack that I'll certainly be able to find a good one to replace this with. Because I don't like how it's all right now just the same two color story of the dark oak and the spruce. But I need to get something down and then I can change it in the future. Because clearly I have no problems with tearing things down and remaking them. So I'm fine with adding a different kind of block into this later. Okay. Yeah, I do. I plan to. But right now I don't want to have to. I'm gonna try out the spackler. What's it called? The spackler. Oh my god. Oh my god. I can type. Or whatever that tool you told me is called. I already forgot what it's called, but I'm definitely gonna trowel. It's a trowel. Yeah, trowel. I remembered it before you said it. I had a big brain, but I'll definitely be using that to try and improve. Because yeah, it does look very flat, especially with how big the home has become. This house has become a home. Okay. So then, and I'm gonna do it up one more so that there's a space between the roofs. I think we need that little bit of separation. And then later on, if it ends up being that when it's a different block, I don't need it as much, then I can just shorten it by the one. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. And I'm using so many dang stairs for this build. Okay. of stairs again? I'm literally gonna just build myself an entire staircase that I can take down right now. Okay, so I can do that. There. There. And then put one there. Okay. Now I should be able to just access it as I need to, instead of, whatever the fuck I have been doing. Oh man, I'm almost out of water again. Ooh, the lag, the lag. Actually, I'll go and refill it now. Since I won't remember again until I'm literally dying of dehydration. I haven't let myself get dehydrated enough yet to see if it will, like, actually kill me or not. I don't think it probably will actually kill me. Actually, because hydration in real life will kill you, and as we all know that Minecraft mods are always true to real life. Realism is the #1 most important aspect of a Minecraft mod. Okay. Look at this, my nice and convenient little staircase. Wow, that was so easy. I hope to God this doesn't look bad. I'm gonna have to remove this tree. No, I think I can make it work. Honestly, though, I probably just will end up getting rid of it at some point in the future. It's not like I can't plant more, but I always get worried when it's like, modded biomes like this, that if I try and plant and bone meal a tree, it's not gonna look the same. I'm gonna have to move this staircase piece. Nice. Okay. Oh. Okay, now let's see how that looks. I almost just I would have died there, and then I would have been really angry with myself. Yeah, I think that seems pretty okay. It's looking good. It's looking acceptable. I might, cause this. We're gonna have to see, cause I feel we'll see. We're gonna gimme. We're gonna keep. If I do it like that, yeah, it's gonna. Then feels like I might want to do it. If I want it to be a proper dome shape, I might have to do it similar to the way the barn roofs are here, like where it's that double high. We'll try it on part of it. See how it looks on part of it. Go like that. Like that. It's like that. See how that looks. Oh, I do think that'll be a bit better to give it a little bit of that extra volume. Yeah, but I'm now gonna need a lot more stairs. At least now I'll be able to sleep so my heart isn't thudding in my ears for the next 20 minutes. Okay. Yeah, he's looking good. I'm feeling good about this. This does need something to break up. I will definitely be doing those little mini window terraces there, and I'll have a chimney for more variation in this flat, and then hopefully the trowel serves me well. I'll need to get a bunch of different blocks that are in the right palette though. That'll encourage some more exploration from us. However, I fear I do indeed must go. I'm so mad at myself for for sleeping so late, so I wasn't able to stream as long. But at least I was still able to get in almost 3 hour long stream, which I feel good about. You know, we got good work on our house done, so I feel good. I feel like this is the most like focused and locked in stream we've had yet, and we still got some good ass yapping and conversation in. So I feel good about today's stream. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to be here longer. Hopefully next stream I will be. Since I'm not working tomorrow, I will probably be streaming tomorrow. And then we can finish up the house. We might go exploring for some better woods so we can start doing some variations in the blocks. Like, see, look at this. Hold on, let me go back. In this title screen right here, you can see it. That's some good variation right there. That's what our place is gonna look like. Yeah, and it does. And I went and I scheduled my stream today because I know that Wednesdays are the only day off of work every single week that I know that I'm not working. I never work Wednesdays, so I know that I'll be able to stream always on Wednesdays at least. Except for today I slept through when I had fucking scheduled it for, like an absolute buffoon. So hopefully that doesn't happen next week. But tomorrow I should be able to stream. And I have crazy shifts all the rest of the week. I'm gonna be real. I'm working like 10 to 12 hour shifts every other day this week. But usually it'll be like 6 a.m. to 4. So if that's the case, then, and I'm not too tired, I will stream after that. But I'm not gonna make any promises for you guys on that one. But I'm gonna give a 99% chance that I will be streaming tomorrow, and since that won't be scheduled, I will be tweeting. I didn't tweet today because, again, I missed my scheduled stream, and then I woke up and just immediately hopped on my PC. So yeah. My my social medias are all in my bio, and then also in like my stream offline and like starting soon screens that are on there. And I actually realized today I'm just gonna put it up so y'all can see it. I fucking spelled Alfie wrong. On the Instagram, on the Insta one in the top right corner, I spelled Alfie wrong. That shit's been like that for like 2 weeks now, and I never noticed. So I will now need to be fixing that, which is yeah. So yeah, misspelled that shit. But yeah, I had fun today. Thank you for hanging out with me, Macy. Or not Macy, Mackie. It's Mackie, Macaroni Stampot. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm not sure who else is still here, lurking, peering, hanging out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I corrected myself, okay? I corrected it. I'm sorry. It's macaroni. I'll keep that locked in because I have the whole story of the fact that it was Macaroni Stampot. So that's gonna remain locked in my brain. Don't worry. I'll make sure it does. But for anybody else who's still peering, still witnessing, farewell. Thank you for sticking around, for watching, for lurking. It's very much appreciated. And yeah, I should be back tomorrow. And I hope you guys join me again then, and we'll get even more progress done on our home. So yeah, farewell. I hope y'all have a great rest of your night.